And we are back. It has been far too long since I have played on here, but I am very much so excited to be here. Unfortunately, it does seem to be raining. Not the best return, but we'll deal with that. I have no idea exactly how far I was on the last stream that I did from here. But let's turn on some night vision so you can see. We've kind of got as far as I can go safely, I would say, with the TNT dupers up there. All of those guys got me all the way down here. And as you can see, there's definitely a bit to do by hand. I just realized I want to put on not narrator, subtitles. I want to put subtitles on just so I can keep an eye out in the corner there. I don't know if there's any wardens that may have arisen. I tried my best to go through and cover a decent amount of the shriekers, but I'm sure I've missed a few. I should actually have some wool on me in case I see some more shriekers that I want to clear out as we're digging this thing out. Now, I'm not going to use moss because I really want to try and keep the integrity of the city and I don't want it to spread too far. So we're not going to use moss, but I will grab... It's a decent amount of wool to start. My inventory is just a bunch of junk. I'm okay with that. We don't need a good amount of that. But let's go down and start kind of clearing this off. I'm always afraid, jumping down here, that I'm just going to randomly clip one of these blocks. Oh, the sun's out. Okay, it stopped raining. Excellent. So I'm pretty sure this whole section here can go away. So we're going to start with this. And I do want to record these as timelines. Now the other option, I just realized I don't actually want to use Silk Touch. I'd rather that be Fortune, because I rather those deep slate blocks be cobbled deep slate so you can do more stuff with them. So we're gonna switch out this pickaxe here. Where do I leave it? That looks about right. We'll have both of them on me just in case. I feel like I maybe should mend this. Do I have something I can mend it with? I don't know that I do. I don't have any XP. Jenny Wilson. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for the follow. I am doing well. I am back on the block-breaking server, and I am digging my way into this ancient city. How's my day going? My day is going good. My day is going good. Let's start recording. Boom. Let's start clearing this out. Now, I'm really hoping that I got the majority of the shriekers. Clearly I didn't. But hopefully none of the ones over here are going to activate that guy. Maybe I should go... I don't have a hoe on me. I probably should get a hoe. How's my stream going? My stream is going well. My stream is going well. I did not prepare enough for this. I did not think about all the things I should have. I should have grabbed a hoe. That's fine. That's fine. We'll do as much as we can over here. Do I want to leave the night vision on? Probably, because it's way too dark for people to see otherwise. And I don't think that'll affect the replay mod. I think I could turn that off. And even if it does affect the replay mod, I don't think that's a big deal. Because at least people can see what's going on. Do I play any other games? I do, not often on stream though. I've played like, that's a double over there, Genshin Impact off stream quite a bit. Me and my wife have been playing the new Zelda game off stream. I have played a few other games on stream, like what was the last different game I played on stream? I think Raft. I think I was playing Raft on stream a while ago. That was probably the last game that I played on stream that was different from Minecraft. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that was about it. Man, really should have bought a hoe down here. This is going to be obnoxious to get rid of this skulk otherwise. Maybe I have one in my ender chest. Hold on, let's just take a look real quick. And I don't want a fortune one. Do I really? I don't think I have any netherite hoes. How do I not have a netherite hoe? I might have destroyed it. But what do we have here? Unbreaking, mending, and fortune. We'll do this. You played Minecraft and Pokemon? The only Pokemon I've ever played was honestly Pokemon Go. Oh! Ah! Okay, I can't believe I just did that. I'm so used to using Silk Touch at the second I don't. I just destroyed... I can't believe I just destroyed that. Oh, that's so annoying. I am just completing 3D VTuber model for a client. That sounds fun. The VTubing thing has always been very interesting to me. As somebody who is on camera, I can't say that I've ever actually watched a streamer that had a VTuber, except maybe like, I guess Zombie Cleo. I guess maybe Zombie Cleo. For the most part, I am 100% fine if a streamer doesn't have like an avatar or something like that. Okay, I really want to try and break this without setting any more off, so we're gonna just fly over here and go like that. Okay. Oh, I think bad things have occurred. I think I accidentally just released a Warden. I can't see anything. Okay. Well, that didn't go as planned. I don't know where it is. Boy. I don't know where it is. Let me move this over here and I'll grab this again. Yeah, I'm a professional graphic designer. Oh my god, is it like super close to me? It must be like really close. I don't know if it could... if you're looking to get graphics or stuff done, probably not the best person to be looking at for said thing, because I do all my own graphics. Oh god, okay. Okay. We're going up. We're going up. There is a Warden down there. There is a Warden down there. Not good. Very bad. Where is it? It must be like right underneath me. Oh, I see. Is that it? There he is. There he is. I might be too close. Can he get me up here? Warden charges. Where is he? Oh, God. Okay, hold on. We need to get a little bit further away for safety here. Ah, this is dangerous. I'm definitely in a precarious situation. There's a skeleton over there. Okay, let's sleep first. Do I have a bed over here? This was my safety. I don't think I have a bed over here, though. Encrypted, what's up, dude? How you doing? Okay, there's no bed over here. Okay. We go sleep. There is no bed over here. Zoop. I made a mistake. I knew that was a mistake. I didn't realize that I had upset it so many times, though. Okay. We're going to have to get rid of this Warden. Let's see where we can get it from a safe distance. First, I need to find it. Where did it go? Where are you, Warden? I don't know where it went. I don't see it. It wouldn't have gone away already, would it? Interesting. Warden, where are you? Okay, I don't know where he went. So I guess we'll just keep working. Very weird. Oh, but it says Warden's heartbeats. Okay. Where does Warden heart beat? Where the heck is this thing? I don't even know. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going until I see him, I guess. He might have gone back under? No. He wouldn't have despawned that quick. That'd be really fast. We're still recording. Yes? Okay, cool. Not much. Twitch suddenly stopped working for me on your PC. Are you watching on your phone then? I don't know what happened to Mr. Warden, friend. He seems to have just completely gone away. Why does that keep happening? It's very weird. It keeps switching. Something's weird with mouse wheelie. Works in Edge and in an incognito window though. That sounds like what I had happen a while ago. Does it do the thing where it like displays no, not really interested. Okay, and then it suddenly switches to that. I don't know why. Does it do the thing where it like displays failed to load module? And like it just freezes or hangs? I have no idea what the heck. Wondering if an extension is breaking it. Have you tried opening up in like safe mode if you're using, what is it, Chrome or whatever does safe mode? Or is that Firefox? Okay. Why do you keep populating that? I don't feel like I'm pressing anything that should do that. I have no idea what happened to that Warden. I'm very confused. I guess it's for the best though. We can keep opening this whole thing up then. Without fear of consequence from the bad guy. Now it's working again. So just random. Super random occurrence. These things happen. Turned out mine was my graphics card was too old for some reason. It was a computer from like 2011, so not super surprising. Turned off, then I turned them back on and it's still working. So that's very random. Is this guy down here at all? Oh, okay. Should we go and try and remove that? I feel like I should. I feel like the only way I'm going to get any work done down here. If an item falls on it, will it activate? I wonder. I actually don't know if that would happen. This all needs to go. I'm so glad I'm finally able to dig this out. It's been months since I've been able to get back on here. So this is great. My little island in the sky is up there. That's amazing. Pretty much finished the version of my dirt farm and have now started version 2. Are you keeping the same method? What aspect has enticed you to start a second version? Have you come up with like a different design that you want to try that's like so outside of what you originally started with you can't keep going? Like, I don't understand. Okay, I feel like there's no Warden. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pop down here. And we're going to break that. And then we're going to get the heck out of here. Oh, I'm falling. Thank gosh I have the coordinates on. If I didn't have those coordinates on, I would have no idea what's going on. Okay, where is he? Oh, I see him. I see him. Can I like land like over here and take him out? I think I could hit him. Oh, so close. He heard that. Boink. You gonna try and like get me from up here? I realize you can detect tree growth from Podzol. He hid. He hid from me. Go get it. Like with an observer? You could do it with an observer. By just having observer looking at the bottom of the spot. Yes, that's how mine works. Yeah, I have mine detecting when the Podzol... Well, technically, it could just stay Podzol. It just detects when it grows on top of it for some reason. I guess because it, like, turns back into dirt. Then move the blocks sideways and up. But are you still doing the whole... Oh, he's dead. Okay, that actually was a lot quicker than I expected. Are you still gonna do the blowing up method like you were doing before? Did I break that? I did break that. I got rid of that, right? Maybe, not sure. I will be curious how you end up. Those, okay, why? I guess it's only when I'm holding control. When I'm holding control, for some reason, it decides to like switch what it's using. And I don't understand why. I ended up spending a lot of time trying to fix the blast chamber on version 1. Blast chambers are annoying. I really wanted to figure out a way to only have one blast chamber on my last version, but it was really difficult to like move the wood around, the spruce around, to get it to where the dirt was getting exploded. I think if I had orientated the whole thing differently to start, I would have been in a better place. Making the block stream reliable with double speed stone generator was tricky. But you got it working. I'll be curious to see if your second version ends up being more efficient, because you ended up with like 700 blocks of dirt per hour. I mean, that's not awful. That's close to what I'm doing. Seems stable now, but it's still just 700 per hour. I mean, the fastest one I've seen is cubic meters, I believe, is the fastest. Because El Mango, since he never did a video on it, I have no clue how fast his is. I know Razeworks did one. Yeah, his is 12,000. That's just insane. Some days I do think like I should just build his. If it weren't for my stubbornness and wanting to have my own design, I probably would have. But I also have concerns that his might have broken a lot easier than the one that I made. Or there could have been more that went wrong with his. But the other one that actually has like any sort of tutorial is the Razeworks kind, which I don't even know if it was his original design, but the one that works off of rooted dirt. But I just don't like the multi-step process of having to like get the rooted dirt, the roots out of the dirt. Lilo, hello, how's it going? So I should have kept a tally. I should have had like a tally marker of how many wardens we've had to kill today. So far we're at 1. So far I've managed to kill 1 warden. I think I've been attacked by 2, but I think the first one despawned. His is just past the threshold of too complicated for me. I could build it, but I really don't want to in survival. Yeah, there's just something a little too grindy about how his is. It is mind-boggling that nobody has put together a like better version. There should be a tutorial for a simpler version that is still decently effective working off the Podzol method. I'm thinking I'm gonna... Do I have no more beds? I don't know that I have any beds. We're going to make a bed. We can make a bed. We have the material. We have the ability. Let's just get rid of this. I'm fine, thanks. That's a really cool footing. Thank you very much. I am quite pleased with this base. It's probably my favorite base I've ever made. I wouldn't say that any of these buildings are necessarily my favorite buildings. That one kind of gets close. I kind of like that one. There's some cool things there. And some of the design of this one I like. I never finished texturing that one, unfortunately. But I think overall, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Maybe eventually I'll actually go detailing that one building that doesn't have any detailing on it. But first, I must finish this whole thing. I'm kind of annoyed at myself that this became... Oh, no. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, God. No. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. So that's number 3. Where is he? Okay. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if we can take him out. I need a safe distance. He was over there, right? Maybe I can get to this one. Yoink. Can you hit me from up here? He's looking at it. I don't think he could hit me from over here. Go away. Go away. Unless he can somehow get up higher. Oh God, he is trying. Oh no, where'd he go? Well, let's see if we can like get him over there. Yeah, stay underneath me. I don't think he could hit me from that low. Come on. This will be number 2. 2 dead, 1 despawn. He's just standing there. When he gets to a point that he's like right underneath you, he really has no clue what to do. I don't know if that's like an AI problem or what, but this is probably the best way to cheese this guy. I don't even know how many overall this season I've actually gotten rid of. Come on, buddy. Come on. There we go. Okay, that's number 2. Now, where was I working? I was working on this section over here. I don't know where the Shrieker was that he spawned from, actually. Interesting. I have no clue where his Shrieker is. Huh. I'll have to keep an eye out. There's got to be a Shrieker somewhere. I wonder if it's under some of the wool and it just like accidentally triggered somehow? I don't even know. Not quite sure how that would have triggered it. I gotta keep an eye out. There's some that are like further away from where I am right now, but I don't know which one that came from. I hate the fact that it's kind of like a network with these skulk sensors. Like it could potentially be pretty far away, I feel like. No. The bats. Excuse me, sir. You can't stay there. I'm getting rid of all of this. This is not for you. This is for me to destroy. I'm just glad all the blocks falling aren't like getting a bunch of them, because that would be really annoying. If the blocks alone falling caused a bunch of wardens to be spawning and I just had like a ton underneath me. Because at this level, I'm definitely low enough for them to take me out. I don't see where... He was kind of over there. Maybe there's one in there. I don't know what the radius is that they could do that from. Is there a reason you're uncovering the city, or do you just want... Do you just want to? So this city's kind of crazy. It actually has a double portal. there's a portal here and a portal here. And there's just something really cool about that to me. So I wanted to expose as much of it as I could. I'm going to probably slope this in a little bit to fully expose that. Because I don't think on a technical level I have enough room. I mean, maybe I could bring this down over here. I haven't decided yet. I don't know if I would go straight down over here if I would come out there, but I want the portals to be open to the sky. I guess you could say for lore reasons, for story reasons, I want to do it. Not for anything besides that. It's also kind of cool, I guess, aesthetically, to have the island base be that much further up or down from the ground. Like, it's just a lot further to fall then, because that is almost perfectly positioned within the area that I've so far destroyed. So I don't know. I'll have to get some estimates as far as positioning later to see if I could fully open up that portal to the sky. I wonder if they will ever do anything with it, or if it is just one of those things that will never actually go anywhere, but it's just part of this world. The only thing that annoys me about that is you now have a block in this world besides bedrock that you can't do anything with and that doesn't do anything. In that case, I don't understand why it exists. Why create reinforced deep slate for it never to actually be able to do anything? But at the same time, I also don't really see them adding a whole other dimension to the game. I mean, maybe they would, but that just seems crazy to me. Especially without, like, getting the end updated first. I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever be anything more than just like a lore point. 10 years from now, if that thing is just sitting there, I think 3 are enough. Yeah, I kind of think so too. I don't really know why they need to, like, I don't know why they needed to make that obvious portal thing. Again, unless it is just to tell a story. But I feel like that's such a specific story point to just put in the world and you can't do anything with it. It's very weird. It's very weird. Like, they already have enough problems with trying to make things that aren't too overpowered and stuff. I have no idea what the purpose of even getting to another dimension was. Like, they would have to come up with something that's still not super overpowered but useful, and I don't even know what that would be. Makes no sense. I think there's enough in the game that nobody's going to need to go to another dimension. We have the end, which is nice because you can get a lot of things like shulker boxes and elytra from the end. But besides that, I don't know. It's all very, very interesting. I guess we will see. I'm very curious when Minecraft Live is going to be this year. They haven't announced it yet, but I feel like, I think last year was in October. And I swear we knew at least a month or 2 ahead of time. And it's almost, is it almost September? Yeah, August 23rd. We're getting close to September. I feel like we should start hearing soon when the next Minecraft Live is going to be. I don't think we'll get any leaks like what they're going to announce. But we should start to know what they're doing. Oh, I guess, when was the first mob from the mob vote released? I guess if they do a mob vote, maybe we'll get that kind of a thing soon. I also kind of wonder if they'll not do a mob vote, if they're getting sick of the mob votes. It creates a lot of great interaction on one hand, but at the same time, my gosh, does it polarize the community. Although I think the sniffer was pretty wildly popular. And I don't think people complain too much about the sniffer. It kind of is as advertised. We got what they told us we would get out of the sniffer. I mean, maybe people expected some more than just 2 plants. But I still think there's the possibility that we will eventually get more than just 2 plants. It's just early. It's early on. It's early on. So we will see. It's nighttime. Having the night vision on to help see is throwing me off of the day-night cycle. How does this look now? It does look pretty cool having it opened up like that. That's pretty dope. That is pretty freaking dope. I dig it. I dig it very much so. Let's see if we can heal my pickaxe a little bit there. Amazing. I like the blue, but every once in a while when I go like this, I'm like, oh, diamonds? It's very much the blue diamond color. So far so good on the Warden front. I haven't had any more run-ins. I like that. We're getting close to the other wall. I guess we'll maybe work on pulling that back a little bit. This one's going to be weird because that one has like a wall that goes up to meet it. And I don't know if I want to like flatten that out. I haven't decided how I want to do that. Or just get rid of the deep slate. So all you see is the skulk. Jeez. Could you imagine putting like a mob farm in the middle of this and just letting it fall straight down into the ancient city and letting the skulk continue to spread in the ancient city from a mob farm? That would be wild. I don't think I have a big enough area of a perimeter to do that though, because I'm sure like in the caves and stuff over there, there'd be too many things to spawn to make any sort of actual efficient mob farm in the middle of this. It was never meant to be a perimeter big enough to be like a farming perimeter. This is cool to see how the skulk spreads begin with. I wonder if the actual initial skulk spread in an ancient city is calculated out the same way that it gets spread when stuff dies, because it seems like it covers a lot more. I don't know what the actual generation on world load or chunk spawn is for the skulk. I feel like they have to say, okay, this is the closest catalyst and let's spread it out from there. But maybe not. Maybe not. Should just populate this thing with a ton of wardens. Just go down there, make a bunch of noise. That would be bad. I'm almost to the wall over here. I am almost to the wall. And then I will cut this recording, and I think I'm gonna just clean that up to the wall probably. I think that's my next little area I want to shave up a little bit. Oh no! I've fallen. I've fallen. Falls from the ceiling. Me too. Oh, I never knew the skulk spread. That's cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, anytime something dies around a skulk catalyst, it spreads the skulk. How's it going, Chaos? I have so far spawned 3 wardens, killed 2. One of them despawned before I could figure out where it was. And so far, none of them have actually killed me. So I feel like I am doing fairly well so far. Opening this whole thing up. We're getting there. It is a slow process. I guess I could have put a beacon down here, but meh. Meh. You know what I just thought about? I could probably easily pull that down. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if those like walls are pure skulk or if like on the inside of those walls is deep slate. I don't know how far into rock skulk penetrates or if it's just a surface thing. I think it's probably just a surface thing. I bet you if I dug into that, it's all deep slate. Well, we'll find out in a second. We'll get this part done. We'll find out over there because I don't know how far back we're gonna pull that area. I don't need to keep all this deep slate. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Boop boop. Wee. Okay. And stop recording. Let's turn around and take a look. Okay, yeah. So this right here is what we'll work on next. And start recording. I guess what we can do is we'll get rid of this little globular over here. Oh God, where did you come from? Oh, that would have been a perfect example. I should have knocked him off down there so you could see it spread. Well, if another boy comes and tries to get me, I'll do that so you could see. Did not think about it. Did I get rid of the one in there? I think I did. So, I think what I'm going to do is just remove this top layer. Oh, diamonds. Oh, I don't even remember my inventory. What do I get rid of? Get rid of the stone. Oh, more diamonds. Yay, diamonds. I'm very excited for increased in diamond quantity in the next update. I saw Zuma do a new video showing just how much of an increase it is. It's pretty substantial. I'll be very curious to see how that affects the economy of certain SMPs and stuff that work off of diamonds. It's hysterical to me that like how many diamonds they got at the beginning of Hermitcraft, and yet when they started the limited life season, how they talked about not being able to get diamonds fast enough, so they did the world generation pre the higher height, which is like, you guys could get diamonds quick. Do you really need to do that? I think they didn't. But I could be wrong. Okay, this is going to be a floaty boy. So we're going to do that. And all that. And that. Okay, cool. Let's move. I have more junk. What do we have? What can we get rid of? I want to keep the wall. There, we'll get rid of that. Cool. Switch with you. I did start recording, right? Oh, what is that a bat? The bat was stuck in the wall. I don't understand why that bat was stuck like that. That was weird. It made me nervous. I thought for a sec that was like a random warden that I didn't realize it spawned. So I think the goal is just to peel this back as far as possible, layer by layer, and see where like this is. So that right there is interesting. That makes me wonder if the inside of this is all deep slate. But it does kind of stop like there. This probably just goes down. What do you think of Doc M77's outrage over the recome up? Oh man, I saw his tweets. I am very excited. I was talking about this on Monday because he made a comment about an oncoming sandstorm or something. Ooh, more diamonds. And I'm very curious to see what that means. I want to see if he's got some newfangled tech up his sleeve that he can do with like sand dupers or whatnot to like cover the server in sand. Similar to how I did all of that crazy sand duping conveyor belt system. I want to see if he's got something like that going on that he's going to show off. And if he does, I want to see if I could use the same tech to accomplish what I'm doing. Okay, this is getting nighty night soon. Why do you do that to me? Go away. Nice. Okay, how far in is this? See, that's interesting because I should probably... Oh gosh, I did not see these guys here. I took them out before they even spawned anything in. That's amazing. Well, that's pretty good. Okay, so I think I can cut this off here and remove this whole thing. That's gonna be a lot, though. But yeah, this is all just kind of floating now. This is all just kind of floating. I think the prank itself is insane that they were able to pull that prank off in such a short period of time. Oh god. My uncle thinks that his outrage is a bit too extreme because he actively cursed in Discord and that he is taking things a bit too serious. I don't know if he is or isn't. I think part of it is just for show. I heard the whole thing about him cursing in Discord because Scar was reading about it on stream or something like that. But at the same time, we don't know that if his cursing in Discord was a negative thing or if he was cursing because of how, privately he actually thought it was brilliant and hysterical and he was cursing out of fun. So, it's one of those things where it's hard for us as the audience to truly know how upset he actually is. Does Doc normally keep it PG on Discord? We don't know how he keeps it to the other hermits. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know if Chaos is talking about something different. I'm talking about specifically his Discord messages between the other hermits, which I know plenty of other hermits, like, between each other swear, on Discord and privately. It's a private thing. It's not for their videos, so I don't personally see it as a big problem. I don't know if Doc has his own private Discord server, and if he does, maybe that's what Chaos is referring to. But what I'm referring to is the Hermitcraft one and Scar bringing it up. But they definitely curse to each other. Well, he would be in the Hive Mind one. I didn't know that the Hive Mind had a separate Discord. See, okay, so interestingly enough, because I'm always like lurking on the Psycraft Discord, I see Doc and Methods in like the private voice chat in the Psycraft Discord talking. I can't access it or anything, but they're in there quite a bit together. So I don't know. I didn't realize, and if he does, then just news to me that there was a Hive Mind one. I just assumed it was conversations taking place on the Psycraft Discord server. Okay, let's go to that. And more diamonds. That was a big diamond vein over here. That's kind of funny. I say as long as, he keeps it PG on his videos, though, then it's really not that big of a deal. Okay, so where is this? I think if I keep going and following this line, I should be able to open this whole section up here. More diamonds. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I think it would have one because Hivemind is a Minecraft server, and Minecraft servers like that tend to have Discord associated with them. Is this Hivemind Minecraft server one that Doc is a part of? How do you know about this Hivemind Minecraft server? I guess that's the first question. Diamonds, diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. 14 diamonds from like, oh my gosh. Seriously? Okay, there is an excessive amount of diamonds over here. I'm very surprised at how many diamonds I'm finding. Okay, we're gonna make... I just saw more diamonds. Oh god, how we do? Yeah, I'm kind of blown away at how many diamonds I'm getting in such a small area. Pretty sure, yeah, or I believe that he used to be part of, because that one is like a big automation server. Okay, I'll just look it up real quick. I'll just look it up. Hivemind Minecraft server. Hivemind Minecraft server. I don't even know that he's part of this one. I see a Hivemind server, but I don't think he's part of it. I feel like he mentioned that there was another private Discord server he had or something, but I generally just assume he's talking about Psycraft too most of the time. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't see anything about an actual Hivemind server that he's part of, so I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the reference that you're making is from the Discord on the Hermitcraft server where he messaged people the day he got back from his vacation on Scar's birthday stream. And even then, we have no idea if he was cursing out of humor or out of being upset. I like to pretend that he was jokingly cursing in a positive way. Okay, I should have had this so I could repair this. That's kind of satisfying. That is kind of satisfying. Hello there? Okay, we're doing good. I did get myself stuck a little bit further down than I would have wanted to, and I'm realizing how big of a chunk this is that we need to get rid of. Look at all of them up there. You can't get me, I'm on a floating island. None of these guys are actually going to risk jumping down here, which is kind of hysterical. I do need to dig my way out of this right now, though. What? I'm using a different pickaxe again. I'm assuming you wouldn't actually get upset. Knowing how these things go, I wouldn't be surprised if Azuma made a backup of the server, said, let's do it, and worst case scenario, he comes back and he's actually upset. We'll roll it back and none of us will use it. If he loves it and wants to pretend to be upset, then great. It's perfectly fine. Being a prank war with Mumbo, Green, and Scar has to be great for views. Oh my god, yes. For him, absolutely. Absolutely. Him and Ren. Well, like the episode where him and Ren and that whole battle happened with the robots, that was a great episode for Ren. And his whole like sniffer disguise nonsense. It's so silly and stupid, but that's why I love him. It's like they come up with these ridiculous ideas. I've noticed an interesting thing about myself and how I watch Hermitcraft. or these SMPs in general, I have like my mains, the 3 mains that I always watch. I always watch a Scar video, a Grian video, and a Mumbo video. But I go through phases with the rest of them. Like there was a time where I was obsessively watching every Ren video. And then there was a time where I was obsessively watching every Doc video. And then a Zuma video. I go through like this weird phase where I really want to watch a specific Hermit's video. And then I don't maybe watch that Hermit's video for a while. And then I go back much later. But I get stuck on certain, I don't want to call them side characters because like none of them are really side characters. But I get stuck on a certain Hermit for a while. That's not one of the 3 main. Same thing happened to me even outside of like the Hermitcraft stuff. There was a really weird period during the winter where I got super sucked into Jimmy's storyline on Empires as the toy for some reason. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I was watching every one of Jimmy's episodes. I consistently watch Mumbo, Green, and Tango, but the others kind of come and go. Yeah, for me, it's Mumbo, Green, and Scar. I had a huge Tango binge. I think closer to the beginning of the season, around when I was into Satisfactory for a while, is when I was really into Tango because he did a Satisfactory run as well, and I had been watching all of his streams from Satisfactory, so I was really into Tango there for a bit. But it's very weird. I go through phases with them. Different ones at different times. Oh my god, this is so slow. I'm glad to finally be able to do this after long last, but my gosh, is it slow. It is almost nighttime. Those bats are setting those over here. I usually watch Impulse and Doc, but sometimes I'll skip a video. I prefer Impulse's streams to his videos. I had a little bit where I was into his videos, but for the most part, his streams entertain me more. I don't know, something about his editing style I'm not super into. Same with Pearl. I like watching Pearl streams, but I'm not super into watching her videos. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just a different. The way that she edits doesn't work for me in video format, but she's hysterical to watch on a stream. It's just different Hermits I can watch differently. Same thing with Cleo. I enjoy a zombie Cleo stream more though than I like a video. Except for in the Life series stuff. I like her videos in the Life series. I have no problem watching her videos in the Life series. I'm trying to think who else is like purely stream for me besides like that are like part of the main group. I think that's it. Really Impulse. Impulse's streams I definitely prefer to watch. I watch Tango and Impulse's streams a fair amount. Impulse I swear was playing Phasmophobia for hours last night. Like I jumped on Twitch to see if anybody was streaming, and I'm like, oh, he's streaming Phasmo. Let's see if he's playing with the Gigs crew, and he wasn't. And then not that I had really had time to watch it. I was just kind of curious if they were doing it just to like bookmark it to watch it later. And then like 3 or 4 hours later, I came back and he's still playing Phasmophobia. I'm like, holy crap, he's addicted with this update. He is so addicted. I did watch those guys play the Backrooms game the other night. That was really funny. I really hope they come back and try and finish that. I did not think that game would have the depth that it did when they first started playing it. But it was actually kind of cool. It was actually really cool to watch and see that there's something to that game. Okay, so I want to do this, and then I want to do this. Heal all this. Heal all this. Do this. Jump over here. I missed. Did I activate anything? No. Link. Ugh. Okay. We're getting there. I can't believe a creeper has not fallen onto my head yet. How's my armor and stuff? We're good. We're good there. We're good. I would like to watch Joe's streams, but I can't handle them. Oh, dude. I really wish I could watch Joe's streams. He's so funny. The only ones I could really sometimes handle of his is when he's got his sister on there and they do like the music streams. Something about those is charming enough that I could sit there and watch. I really want to like Joe because I could actually run into him at like a board game convention stuff. Probably. Absolutely. He's just such a normal dude, but at the same time he's so abnormal in how he does his stuff. I the only streams that besides the music ones he does sometimes are he does like some stuff with Zombie Cleo. The two of them will stream together. And those streams I can watch of his as well. When Cleo's kind of reining him in, I'm okay with those. He usually goes to Tennessee game days, and one of my friends is an organizer for it. Oh, really? Does he know who Joe Hills is? Like, have you brought him up? I actually, you know what, thinking about it, you might be able to bring it up, but who actually knows if that's his real name? Like, it's kind of funny. I don't think he'd have any idea. Haven't mentioned it. Okay. His username is so much a real name. I never really thought like, oh, I wonder if that is his real name till just this moment. I guess it has to be because his sister's name is Quinn Hills. I guess his first name could be different than Joe, but I'm assuming it actually is his real name. He's just using his real name for it. He's definitely a funny one. I also don't mind watching his TCG stuff. When he's doing TCG modding or whatever, moderating or whatever, I'll watch those streams. So I'll see what he does with his webcam and streams that drive me nuts. Oh, the like super, the rotation and the weird opacity and like covering up the entire stream sometimes. Yeah, that's a problem. I generally want to see what a person's doing, and he doesn't make it easy. Expansion. Oh my god, I can't separate it out. It just makes me sick. That's fair. That's fair. And he also does the rotate and stuff. It's so annoying. That's his thing, though. The people that like Joe, though, like, I think get it. And I appreciate the people that do like him for how different he is. He can be really funny. Oh, 100%. 100% agree. He can also be a bit smarmy sometimes too, which is very funny. Just also really political and strange. I've only caught one stream where he got a little political. So I didn't realize that was, oh god, a regular or a more regular thing. You know, I need to be oh god, oh, B-Dubs just posted a video. Ooh, that's gonna be fun to watch later. Is that a Hermitcraft video? Building with V-Dubs. No, he hasn't posted a Hermitcraft video in forever. I'm in his Discord, and he's a lot more political there. Okay. Yeah, if you have more context, then yeah, that is understandable. We're going to just put the wood stuff here, and we'll organize that later. I guess we should put the diamonds away. Oh, I am almost at a stack of diamond blocks. Actually, I bet you if I broke all of these down, I'd probably have a full stack of diamond blocks. We're not going to do that, though. We are not breaking those down. Why did I come up here? Rockets. That's what it was. Am I still recording? It is still recording. I am so bummed. One of my hard drives, the hard drive that I had been recording this whole thing on, started to get corrupted. So some of the replay files from this thing being bombarded out, I was not able to access anymore. I kept trying to load them up, kept trying to like rename them temp files and have replay mod like reload them. Nothing was working. I was super bummed. And I lost a little bit of footage too. Not so much that I can't like recover and make this episode, but I definitely lost a bit of stuff. I'm slightly worried to use the hard drive again. But when I ran like the thing that like checks it for errors and stuff, it's not coming up with any like real errors. So I'm on the fence on whether or not I should use it. I'm like 50-50. I feel like it could be dangerous to use it because I would hate for that to happen again. But I'm going into the city tomorrow and I might just get like a new hard drive or two and like run one as a backup. And if it does have an issue, then I'll just get rid of it. And if it doesn't, then I at least have like somewhere to maybe archive stuff. Use it as an archive drive if it like after a while, but I don't know. I'm on the fence. Oh my gosh, do I have the Bobby mod on this? Oh, I do. I totally forgot that I installed that on this. It's been so long since I've been on here. I have the Bobby mod on this, so I could see all the way over there. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Very glad I did that. That'll make for some prime viewing. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out exactly how I want to deal with that, because that connects there. I might just peel that back so that the top rim is showing the skulk and just kind of shape it up, because it does feel like a natural part of the ancient city, potentially. Oh, sleepy. Okay, there we go. So I'll probably just peel that back, expose some of that, and try and make it not look so flat-ish on top. I'm still on the fence on if I'm going to use TNT and curve in some of these other areas or not. We'll see how long this takes to clear a good portion of this out. The goal would be by the end of this month to have the majority of this opened. I think we'll be able to get a good portion of it done today. I don't want to stream from here every day that I'm streaming because I still have so much I want to do with the other server, but we'll see. Oh man, I forgot to keep this open. We'll see how far I can get today. Let's do over here. Heal my pickaxe. That arrow is where I initially came down into the city from. Okay. One layer at a time. I so want to go down there and like see what's in all the other chests and stuff. I think, yeah, the server is updated to 1.20 as well. So that's kind of a thing. I haven't gone looking for any cherry orchard, cherry groves or anything yet. So that could be a thing I need to do at some point. On the fence, on the fence. We'll see how long it takes me to get what I want to do over here done. Seems like I have about 2 months to finish everything up that I want to do for this season. And I have about 90% of one episode done. And then I at least want to get one more episode. My goal is to get 15 episodes total from this, which is overall a paltry number for how long I've had access to the server. But it kind of works out to 1 a month mathematically. The server went live in like July of 2022. And if it stays till October 2023, that's about 15 months. And then there was all that downtime in the middle there, so excluding that, I think I did pretty good. Heal my pickaxe, my friend. I need all the skulk. It's actually doing a fairly decent job of healing it as we're going here. So wait, what is this? Have I... Okay, so I'm almost to the area that it connects. So I guess we'll get rid of... to here? Let's see. Where does this connect? That feels like a connection point. So we'll get rid of this last little floaty bit. And then we got to shape the structure over there. Cool. Let's fly up. Take a look-see. Unsure. Kind of feel like I should shave a little bit more of this off. Get rid of a little bit of this deep slate. I definitely think that it's surface level with the skulk. It definitely does not go inside based on how this is looking. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Swing around and take a look. Yeah, it definitely does not go inside. So I think the last thing I want to do is I want to peel... Oh, no. Peel this back a little bit. I wonder if there would be skulk under here. There would be. Okay, so if we do... Is there skulk under here? No. Is there skulk under here? No. So that's the thing. There is under there, though. Interesting. It goes in a little bit. So I think if we can go down to where the skulk is. Do you want to clear this out? I think so. The more skulk that's showing, I think the cooler it'll look. And I kind of want to keep the deep slate level or stepped to the edge of it. Just to keep it somewhat dynamic looking. If I break this, there should be some there. Like that. Oh. I wonder how it works. If I had... if I had a bottle of enchanting and I put down a catalyst, and I threw the bottle of enchanting at the catalyst, would the skulk spread? Okay, we're gonna do a little testy here. I want this in my inventory. Please don't break. Okay. We're gonna do that after I finish cleaning this up, though. We're gonna do boop, 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 boop. Like that. Okay. How does that look from like over here? That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to stop that recording. We're going to set down a piece of skull catalyst right there. Okay. And we're going to go see if I have any bottles of enchanting because I want to try this. I actually don't know that I do. What's going on over there? That was a creeper hole. I don't even think I have a cleric to get one. Ah! Give me. Let me in. Okay. TNT. We're gonna use that TNT. Oh, there's some bottles of enchanting. Okay. Let's take these. And let's do a quick test. That looks so cool with all that exposed. Yoink. Okay, so if I throw this, it doesn't do anything. Okay. What if I take this? If I take a little bit of that and I do that. Also nothing. What if we enhance it a little bit? We'll throw this down. Right there. Seriously. Okay, so it's not the XP itself then. Really? It's kind of a bummer. I kind of would have liked it if that would have worked. Right? Like, that would have been a cool little thing. Oh, well. Okay, so next we need to... This section's going to be the harder section here. Because this section is like... I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go. We need to kind of map this out a little bit here. So I can open up... Well, first, where's the shrieker? Okay, there's a shrieker right there. Let's see if we can get rid of that shrieker safely enough. Oh god, there's two of them. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Warden approaches. I don't think that means it's actually out. I maybe ticked it off, but I don't think it's come to attack me yet. Okay, so... Oh, there's one more right there. I think I need to... Where is it? Right there. You need to go away. Warden advances. Okay. We'll go straight up for a minute until I regain sight. We need to sleep. Let's go back up here and sleep and grab some more rockets. I never did anything with the allays on this server. Look at all those wither skulls. Somewhere on the server is an entire area. Oh, wait, what happened to my stream? That was a weird dip there. Where there is a bunch of wither skeletons just chilling. Okay, so that looks crazy. This looks good. So now we need to figure out this. And we also need to just walk around here, see... Okay, so that right there, we need to get rid of. Okay, so if I go down here, it's going to activate, and I'm going to get out of here because I'm pretty sure that means that we have company now. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Do we see anybody? Yoink. I actually don't. Maybe we're okay. Maybe we're okay. I'm surprised. I am genuinely surprised. Okay, so as far as outlining this, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a line from here straight across. Actually, I'm going to come from the other side. We'll come from over here. So if I'm here and I go straight across, and then we can like peel back this way and peel back that way. I want to at least open this up because then once I have something over here, I can open this up. This thing though, where does this put me? Please don't be right in the middle of the mountain. I'm in the middle of the mountain, aren't I? How unfortunate. That is too far over. That is unfortunately too far over. I'm never going to be able to fully expose that. Never going to be able to fully expose that. That's okay. Not a big deal. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to stay over here. This is where I'm going from. Okay, so we're going to do straight line that way. Start recording. That was amazing. Brilliant. Phenomenal. 10 stars right there. I seriously don't even know how that happened. I was not expecting that to only be one block. Okay. So we'll do this until it's exposed straight through, and then we'll peel it back. I am recording? Yes. Amazing. I don't know how deep it's going to need to go, but that is fine. What are these random emails? Unsubscribe. Why am I getting this garbage? Unsubscribe and block you. Beautiful. Okay. So yesterday we had some trees taken down out front. Very excited about it. Very excited. It's letting in a ton more light up at the front of the house, which is nice. It was always blocked so much. Unfortunately, that side of the house doesn't ever really get that much light because it's weird. The front of the house is actually facing away like 6 months out of the year from where the sun rises, which is kind of boring and obnoxious. However, that means for the most part, the back of the house where the living room is gets light almost year round and a lot of light. So the living room where I actually hang out is often nice and bright. So I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. Okay, how far down do I need to go? I guess we'll go down here. Okay. I must have gotten rid of all of the shriekers over here because I don't seem to be upsetting anything. Am I like right in the middle of this? Oh my god. I was specifically trying not to be right in the middle of this pillar. I thought I had the coordinates correct. Apparently I was very wrong. So my next big project is getting a deck here. And the first company I contacted, I don't think I'm going to go with them. They initially told me like $8,000. And then when I got the quote, it was like 12 to 14,000. And the quote wasn't even like broken down. It was just like the same, just like one big number. Didn't break out like labor versus supplies or anything. And I called them yesterday because it'd been over 2 weeks. I'm like, hey guys, just wanted to see if you'd send me a quote. And I get this quote at like midnight last night for them. And I'm like, they clearly just scrambled to put this together in hopes to keep my business. And this feels like a joke. And they decided to make it way more expensive out of, I don't even know why they made it more expensive. So suffice to say, they are not getting my business. A deck. I want to get a deck down here. I've never had a deck at any of my houses, and I feel like down here is like the perfect place to have a deck. Not a big deck. It's like, I don't know, 10 by 20 feet-ish. I was trying, I'm like on the fence on whether I want to get one of those composite decks or an actual wood deck. I'm not the kind of person who would stain a deck every year, but at the same time, I know the composite decks are quite a bit more expensive. So I'm on the fence on, I kind of asked them to give me both, and they gave me like 12,000 and 14,000. I'm like, I did a materials like search myself, and I know that it should be about $3,000 to $4,000 difference between wood and the composite stuff. So I just feel like they're yanking my chain. They didn't really want my business. It's very, you don't have room for one really. It's debatable whether or not I do. The backyard is like, it's 20 feet wide, which is not super wide, honestly. It's just as wide as the house is. Probably 30 feet deep. So it's like, right now there's a slab out there that's 20 feet wide and 8 feet long. So I want to get a deck that's 20 feet wide and 10 feet deep. I've got like a little porch area I'd like to have turned into a screening room though, just so the cats could go out there. Yeah, it's honestly, it's specifically so my dog has somewhere to lay because she does not like laying on, it's just a cement slab back there and it's super annoying. But the summers last a decent amount of time, even though I'm in New York. I feel like we get good weather down here all the way through October. So like April through October is a good chunk of the year that I could totally see myself using it. Although then July, beginning of August kind of gets really too hot to be out there, but I'd still use it. Turning it into a screened room must be a whole thing too, though. I don't think I would go as far as a screened room. My parents had a screened room growing up, and I feel like they were always fixing the screens from tearing. It'd probably be pretty easy. Oh, with the porch you have now to turn it into a screen and deck, it's overhung by the roof. Oh, if you already have the overhang, then yeah, totally. That's super nice then. I think I'd have to like build out something like that. I think our idea is to do, so it's basically just trying to make 2 walls and a door, and just pillaring up to it. And a couple more areas to support the screens. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad at all. I had asked about doing like an awning or something over it, and I guess the way that the house is shaped wouldn't work. So I think we're gonna go with like those sails that you can like stretch out for shade. I think that's gonna be the thing. This looks nice over here. How far over can I go with this? I guess I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing. My nose has become very itchy for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's very, very annoying. Okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Sorry, I don't want you in my inventory. Would be nice to have some kind of deck though. I kind of like to have a smoker, but I don't have anywhere I can really put it. Would you do like smoked fish or just the regular smoked meat? I have a decent grill, and I do enjoy grilling fish, and I'll grill Vic chicken or burgers or whatever she wants, and do some corn, grilled nectarines with some mascarpone. I enjoy grilling. I've never done the smoking thing before, but I've had smoked fish, smoked meat mostly. I've had smoked fish. I've never had smoked meat, but if it's anything like smoked fish, it's got to be phenomenal. Okay, I am going to injure myself on that fire. I just know it. I just know it. Brisket pork shoulders, mainly probably. Do you have like a butcher down there that you could go to and get that stuff like fresh, or is that a little too much? Getting your meat from a butcher. I don't know if there's any butchers in town here. Not that I would know that. That would be outside my purview. And I don't think we'd ever go to a butcher. I'm very excited. Soon they will have lab grown chicken. And I think just the deli at like Costco. Okay. Got it. Nothing like an actual butcher then. I think I might do the lab grown chicken. I'm really debating doing the lab grown chicken. Oh my God, this one spot on my nose. It feels like there is a hair on my nose. And it's driving me crazy. I'm obsessing over it now. Just for the chicken and waffles. No animal was harmed in the making of it, as far as I'm aware. It's better for the environment, and then chicken is like the healthiest meat. So as long as it being lab grown doesn't kill me, it'll be interesting. You started doing vegetarian HelloFresh meals. Some of them are really good. They do anything with Brussels sprouts that we've gotten from them is phenomenal. I love the Brussels sprout dishes. Hold on, let's see what I got this week. Hold on. Just because I don't like having to worry about the expiration dates on the meat. Well, the vegetables do go bad after a little bit of time too. Let's expand my face for a minute here. So we've got, this is one of my favorites. I love this. The hot honey Brussels sprouts and lemon ricotta flatbread. This one is so good. I like that one a lot. Roasted chickpea Caesar salad. This one is decent if you like chickpeas. Not one of my favorites, but I really enjoy it. And then, wait, how do we have an extra thing in here? Sweet and spicy avocado toast with feta. I don't know how we have 4. We usually only get 3, but maybe one of these is left over from a prior week. And then, I don't really like this one, but it's fine. Falafel power bowls. I don't like the ones where it's like, here's just a bunch of ingredients, put it together. It's like, no, I want it together when I put it in my mouth. I don't have to like put it together and like extra. Yeah, but it's usually like, oh, these mushrooms are gross. So if it has mushrooms, we won't get it. Vic hates mushrooms. So I've never actually had a mushroom dish from HelloFresh because she refuses to eat mushrooms. You're generally not a big fan of the bowl stuff. I mean, some of the bowl stuff is fine. Any of the chickpea bowl stuff I've really liked. But I don't know, this falafel power bowl is like meh. You're not really putting anything together. I'm like cooking the falafel and that's about it. I like them, but I always prioritize the mushroom stuff. Like having them first, like, because it's the only because it's like one day it's fine, the next day it disintegrates into goo. Okay, I see, because they go bad quick. That's fair. Oh wait, hold on, I want to do this. This is the right one, right? Fortune. Why did you switch? You did that thing again to me. I can't believe I have not alerted another warden yet. I'm just gonna be like, hold on. I was recording during all of that. That's gonna be weird for a time lapse. Any in here? None in here. How about in here? Probably got rid of whatever was in there. Let's get rid of that. Oh, something shrieked. No? Maybe not. Warden draws close. I should have looked at what was in there before I did that. What do we got here? Luck of the sea. Warden emerges. Oh god. Okay. Maybe I played that a little too risky. It's fine. It's fine. Amethyst shards, garbage. Luck of the sea, garbage. Coal, garbage. Iron, garbage. Skull, garbage. We got some more bottles of enchanting. Okay, where is he? Is he right in the middle there? I see him. We're going to go right here. Take him out. I can't believe I hit him. I feel like in general the vegetarian meals are easier to cook and stay good longer if I don't get to making them though. I would assume they're definitely easier to cook. It's like roast this and roast that and you're good to go. Oh, he did it again. He just goes right underneath me and then I just keep shooting him like this. I have no idea how the meat ones are. I think Vic has gotten them once or twice when I've been working, but she only gets the chicken ones. Although I have gotten the shrimp ones, and the shrimp ones I've gotten for the most part are pretty good. And you can freeze the shrimp, and then you have a little bit longer before you have to get those done. And there's number 3. They aren't typically too bad, but it's just another step in cooking. Right. The thing that drives her crazy is all of the stuff you have to cut up. So I'm generally the one who cuts everything. Sometimes they want you to drain the grease and stuff. That's a pain. Wait, is he dead? Bye-bye. Too easy. Too easy. Silly boy. Silly boy. Let's get rid of the call. I don't want the call. Too easy. I bet you I have enough stuff to make a recovery compass now. Not that I really need a recovery compass. I really have no idea what's going on with my nose. I'm having like a weird issue. It's fine. Yesterday, because I couldn't stream since it was very loud while they were doing the trees, definitely might have binged a lot of Genshin. I hadn't played Genshin in so long. And I did so much Genshin yesterday. It was good. Because I couldn't really do anything. I just was kind of stuck. Couldn't really make any phone calls or do any work because loud chainsaws and grinders going off. So I just chilled out and played some Genshin yesterday. It was fun. Good times. It was a good time. I don't know where the Shrieker was that activated that guy, and that is slightly annoying. I would like to know where he came from so I could get rid of that Shrieker. Let's just take a look real quick. Where is it? Could it have been this one? Like through the ground would not make sense. Weird. There's one hiding over here. Somewhere. I feel like the mechanics of how Shriekers are activated is super janky. Even though I like surround them in wool like nobody's business, I feel like oftentimes they still somehow get set off. by no fault of my own. Well, I mean, or by fault of my own, but by no fault of how much I've tried to like conceal it. It just is obnoxious and goes off. This is like covered in skulk. Is that because this is the ceiling to this? Yes, it is. Look at that. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's great. We'll get rid of all this deep slate. And then we'll use our hoe to get all this XP and mend it. We need to sleep though. It is dangerous not to sleep down here because this whole thing, mob city. And I don't want to deal with that. That would be really annoying to deal with a bunch of mobs spawning down here. Got too much to do. Too much to do. Oh, I think I'm gonna cut through here and see how far this goes back and see if I could actually like follow the line of skulk around to actually shape out the crevice. I don't know if that would work. There's skulk there? There is. How about down there? There is. Interesting. Okay, there's no skulk there. No skulk there. I don't know how far down I should go. Let's clear all this. This whole layer right here needs to go. Oh, my doggy came down. Doggy likes to lay on the bed during the day. Oh, that. Clear all this. See, I maybe could get away with moss to a degree because it's not like the moss is gonna actually change over where the skulk is. I might go get some moss because that might be quite a bit faster. And then I guess we could use deep slate to clear anywhere that maybe got overly done. If it goes down too far, we just place deep slate again. Maybe. How far over does this go? Right there, I guess. Okay, so that's this side of the curve. Now, how far over does this side go? Oof. Here? Ish? Yes? Okay, so over to here. I want to open this up. And I think... Oh, it goes even further over. Does this connect over to here? No. No, because that's part of the pillar. Okay, so it's got to follow the path this way. It's getting bright. My eyeballs are getting strained. Right there. Wonder, can I raise this? I don't know how people do it with the monitor that is turned sideways. That would drive me up a freaking wall. My monitors need to be like landscaped. Hold on, I will do this so this looks nicer. Little face. Bigger face. There we go. I have to have landscape monitors. I see people and streaming setups with portrait monitors, and I'm like, I understand. I don't know how people live without a vertical monitor. Without a vertical monitor? What? Well, okay. I guess maybe it's like what you're used to job-wise. Do you have like your coding and your tech stuff on that vertical monitor. Because I understand that people use it for like with streaming to see chat and stuff on it. But I don't know. I guess because I'm used to, you have a lot of stuff on it? Oh, it would throw me off. So weird. Okay. I guess I'm just used to like your standard editing setup. But basically most of the web and text-based stuff works better vertical. How many monitors do you have? Do you have 2 or 3 monitors? I feel like if I had room for, you have 3. If I had, are 2 of them horizontal and 1 of them vertical? But one of those 3 is 48 inches. That's a big monitor. Holy crap. I used to, like, 2 are vertical. Oh, good Lord. No, thank you. I'm so used to my editing setups. Like, the way that I edited when I did more editing instead of, like, production stuff was I had 3 horizontal monitors because your timeline, your video playback, and your effects timelines all work better horizontally. If I could fit enough for 3 monitors in this day and age, I probably would have 2 horizontal, 1 vertical. But there's no way I could fit that. But I basically treat the left side of it like a 3rd vertical monitor. Oh, wait, hold on. 2 are vertical, the 48 inches horizontal. Do you have like horizontal, or wait, sorry, vertical? Do you have the horizontal one in the middle, or do you have horizontal and a vertical at one of the ends? Basically treat the left side of the, like a 3rd vertical monitor. Jeez. Wow. You know, the first time I ever saw anybody have a vertical monitor was streamers. People streaming is when I first saw that. I'm like, I thought they were out of their minds. That's how, like, narrow my view was. I wanted one of those chairs where the keyboard and a mouse pad would be strapped to the chair, and I'd have 360 monitors around me, and I could just spin around to whatever window I needed to look at. No, I'm kidding. That would be annoying as hell. I think the most I ever had was 5 monitors. I had 3 horizontal this way and 2 horizontal on top. That was the craziest I ever got when I was like super nutso into editing. Because then I'd have timeline, preview, playback, effects, color, project, which has like all your files and stuff in it. Nowadays, I'm generally just 2 monitors. But again, monitors back then were a lot smaller and a lot lower resolution. So I had, if you think each one of these monitors is 4K, back then, 4 of those monitors made up one 4K monitor. So just to give myself as much desktop real estate space as I needed. So I don't need as many monitors. I think I would like 3, but sent you a pic of my desk. Oh God, I gotta see this. You do have it on either side. Baldur's Gate 3. You do have it on either side. Oh, you have the next level up Go XLR kit. You have the like full is that? Yeah, you have the full Go XLR. I have just the mini. I guess Discord actually looks pretty nice on a monitor like that, actually. I think if that's the full one. The mini didn't exist when you got it. I like the mini. I heard something about them like not supporting it soon, which makes me really nervous because, man, I absolutely love it. The like control of having like fake audio input and output devices from it is so good. That's an old pick. That's from back when I was playing. Oh, that's Hogwarts Legacy. I would never know what game that was. I never played Hogwarts Legacy and I haven't touched Baldur's Gate, so it's not surprising. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I even need 3 monitors. They aren't going to be supporting it anymore firmware updates wise. Yeah, I don't understand why. Like, was it just not popular enough? There's some third-party application people are making that might work. I did see that. I just hope that firmware updates are still going to be a problem. I just hope that something comes out that is similar in what it can do. Like, are they just... And they aren't planning to continue making it. They aren't planning on continuing to make the mini. Are they? Is it the same for the regular one? Because I don't mind going to like the full size one if this one ever dies. But just the functionality alone is so important. You think it's both? I really hope somebody makes something that's similar then, because I've looked into like the Rodecaster and. I thought there was another one that also came out, and neither of them creates like the virtual input and outputs that the XLR, the Go XLR stuff does. So like being able to route my audio for like playing Minecraft and stuff with the voice chat mod and everything, it's freaking huge, especially from like a content creation standpoint. Yeah, the Rodecaster Duo is probably what you'd get. I heard that one can't do like the same kind of routing though. Like how the Go XLR gives you all of these extra output options is huge. Because I can have one for game audio, I could have one for chat audio, and then I can reroute them separately for my stream audio. I don't know. I thought Impulse was talking about it because he got it and he ended up switching back because it didn't have those virtual outputs. There was something it didn't have, and I thought it was the virtual outputs, and that's huge. I haven't tried it, so maybe it does. I might just have to get the software and play. I mean, it's not like my Go XLR is going anywhere, but I guess I shouldn't worry about it until that happens, because by then maybe there'll be something better on the market to work with anyway. We're not there yet. It is not drastic measures time yet. Okay, this is going to be very satisfying, demolishing this whole thing. Oh my gosh, that's so satisfying. Wave XLR would, I guess, but it doesn't have the outputs I need for my speakers and headset. I don't have speakers. That's one thing you'll probably... I don't know if you've ever noticed. I don't generally wear headphones. I don't generally even listen to sound on stream. The only time I ever play video games with sound is if it specifically has a narrator or if I'm like talking to somebody else within game. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. And it's not because I'm like in like a condo-esque thing where I'd bug people if I had speakers, but I prefer when I'm talking, not especially on stream, not to have any other kind of sound stuff. It's really weird. I used to have like over the ear headphones, wireless, the works, and they just they would hurt my head or whatever. They'd be too tight. I could never find a good fit. It just never really worked out. So the whole me and sound while playing games doesn't really happen much. Again, unless it has like narration or story stuff. I've got 2 pretty big speakers and Arctis Pro wireless I can switch. Arctis Pro wireless you can switch to. For me, the only time I ever need good sound, like good sound, is when I'm editing something. If I'm editing, I use my professional headset that I used to use when I edited. At the studio back in Buffalo, we have some pretty beefy speakers, so that when we're working with clients, they can hear like really good stuff. But for the most part, it's not for anything more than that. And off to the right of that picture, there's a mic arm I can pull for calls. What mic arm do you use? I have the Rode one. I really have been debating upgrading my microphone to the, what is this? Is this the 5? This is the MKV5. So it does have the XLR output. But it has it out the back, so it doesn't have that cool like side upward attachment way of doing things, which I really like about the other one. I don't feel like there's a huge difference in sound quality though, so it hasn't been enough for me to want to spend the money on that. How does that look? Did I get pretty close to the wall there? I kind of did, huh? It's pretty good. Pretty darn good. So what, I guess this floating section I should get rid of. I think the Rode one looked good. Mine's a Samsung MBA3. I want to see what that is. Samsung MBA 38. Huh. That pretty much looks like this one. That looks almost exactly the same as like what I'm using. It's sound as far as like when you're streaming or recording videos is so important. I feel like it's the number one most important thing. If I tune in to a stream or a video and the sound is like crap, I generally will stop watching. That's why I don't like having to have the AC going sometimes, because I know it's got that in the background. But I feel like my voice sound is still good, so it's like it's borderline being acceptable for me when like playing back and listening to it. Using an AT4040 for a microphone at the moment. I don't know what that is. Oh, Audio Technica. I'll be honest, the only reason, you can tolerate bad video, but not bad audio. Oh yeah, I mean, it's like one of the first things you learn in film. I think the only reason I went with the Shure microphone is because it seemed like for the most part that's what everybody else used. And then it's funny when I see like behind the scenes videos of like Mumbo or B-dubs and what they're using, and I'm like, those have got to be like $2,000 microphones or something. I don't know exactly what they have, but they just look fancy as hell. Overkill for a microphone, but I got it when I was doing karaoke. I'm sure at that price point though, it sounds pretty decent. The one that I have was, I think, around the similar range. MKV5. Sure. Yeah, oh, it's a 7. Is it the 7? Well, I don't know where I got the 5 from. MKV, sure. 7. 250. Oh, the SMB. Wait, what? The SM7B is the one that I see a lot of people have. This is the MV7. Interesting. A lot of people have the AET 2020 or 2035, and it's basically the big brother of that. It's a condenser mic, though, and not a dynamic one. I see. Yeah, this one has treated me well. I feel good about the sound quality. I used to have I started with, what is it? Yeah, SM7B is pretty popular. I've also got a Rode pod mic somewhere. I have my second mic that I sometimes take when I'm traveling is the Blue Yeti. That was like my first microphone because I could get it at Target when the pandemic happened. They had it. I said, good. Let me grab it. And everything shut down. I grabbed every piece of streaming gear I could from Target and was done. So I still have that one. But my gosh, it never sounds as good as this mic. Even trying to do like some like warming and toning of it and like audition and stuff, I just never got it to sound great. I used a Blue Snowball for a long time. They're a good starter mic. They're definitely a good starter mic. I know the ones you're talking about. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut a path straight through here. And I think that will connect there. I'll be able to get all of this. Anybody? Anything? Your dad's... Wait, did you give it to your dad to use, or did he get one for himself? Sleep. I can't believe that did not spawn a Warden. You gave it to him. Ah, okay. Let's cut this out. And then... Okay, so this little chunky chunk here is what we're going to try and get rid of. Oh my god, I did it again. If I just get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of a bunch of these. Is this all okay? Nothing's gonna hurt me here, right? We're good? I think we're good. Amazing. So here is goodness. We'll get rid of you, get rid of you. It is weird being able to walk around and just get rid of a bunch of these. I've gotten rid of so many shriekers that none of these seem to be affecting it. There's another one. Oh, geez, text message. One to confirm. I'm also, so I'm going into the city to help my friend pick out a laptop tomorrow, and we're going to get Indian food at this place that is reservation only, and I'm very excited about it. Learning how to do basic EQ, gain, compressor stuff helps a lot with whatever mic you have. I wish I was better at that. That kind of stuff has always been tricky for me. Like, I understand the basics of it, but at the end of the day, I will just tweak the heck out of an EQ curve until it sounds good to me when I'm editing. And as far as streaming, because I don't listen with headphones, the only way I know how it sounds is either recording the stream or playing it back later. And I feel no matter what I do, it always sounds different. There seems to be a lack of consistency from day to day with how my microphone sounds, which I don't understand at all. Every time I start my computer, it sounds different to me. Some days I'll think it sounds super echoey. Some days I think it will sound not enough bass. And I think it's because, I don't know. I don't know why, but it always just sounds different to me. And it's probably just a lack of understanding. Or maybe like taste. Hearing is a sensitivity thing. And because I haven't trained myself in that, I've never been a sound guy. I don't have the full palette to properly dial things in sound wise. It is not one of my specialties. I've done live audio stuff as like a hobby for the last 8 years or something, and learned to. That makes sense. If you've done a lot of that kind of a thing, then you have the experience to really be able to tone that stuff in. In the editing side of my industry, usually I would finish a project and I'd send it off to the audio engineer. I'd have like rough audio in there, and those files usually just linked to the raw audio files that then the audio engineer or mixer would just sweeten, import the raw stuff and work with that and edit that audio. So it's never been something that I was super crazy into, and I think I go a little too crazy messing with it for the YouTube side of things. I've never really gotten like super crazy with it though. Basically just has to be good enough for a live thing, not something that's being mastered to be perfect. But still, it's a good way, even if it's a live thing, where you learn and understand the basic concepts of it, more so than any experience I would have ever had. What happens if I like clear out? Okay, so that was just nothing. Ooh, no. Okay. Fear. I'm afraid. Okay, I think I'm okay. Basically just learning what frequencies are generally problems. That's so not so much equalizing something then, if you're dealing with frequency stuff. I think that is fine. That height is good. How to fix sibilance and pulsives. See, now you're talking a language I have no idea about. The most I have to do with signal stuff in my industry is if my wireless lights are interfering with somebody's mic and I have to change the frequency that the wireless settings are talking on. That's about as far as I got. Sibilance is like when people's S's and T's really stand out. Sibilance is when it's like, oh, interesting. I did not know that there was a name for that. That's actually kind of cool. And plosives are when people's P's are popping the mic. Oh, I really had no idea that there was specific names for that kind of stuff. That's really cool. Beyond my scope of knowledge. But all very good things to know. And there's plugins to deal with sibilance. Or you can EQ out around the 5K range to tone it down. So whenever I'm messing with that kind of stuff, I generally am just changing the volume frame by frame, keyframe by keyframe to get it to sound okay. Especially if somebody's P is popping, I generally will like 1, 2, 3 frames, and I will bring the middle keyframe down to 0, and 90% of the time you can't even tell I messed with it. If someone's super nasally, you can usually EQ out around 1 to 2K a bit to help with that. Really? So am I always talking? Well, I can't do a nasally voice. I probably have a nasally voice. I'm actually making notes of this now. I am taking this information. This is good, useful information. I'm writing this down. I love that there's actual words for this stuff. Because, like, if I'm ever, like, looking up how to do something, now you've given me the words to Google. Sometimes it's hard to find the correct way to do something if you don't know the words you're looking for. Cool. Usually for other problems, I just do the seek and destroy method that you probably do too. That's usually brute forcing it. Just pick an EQ band and boost it and see if I can make the problems. Yes, that's brute forcing, and that kind of stuff I do know how to do. Also, I usually prefer expander plugins to gates on vocals if you have that option. I generally just use the basic equalizer that's built into Adobe Premiere for most of the stuff that I mess with. If there's something really bad, something I find a lot of the time playing on SMPs when I want to pull somebody's audio over is, for whatever reason, their mic will crack in and out. Even if they are like have their mic lower, I'll still often get like really bad clipping from it. And for that, I will often have to bring it over to Adobe Audition to try and help with the clipping. A lot of times you just have a compressor, gate, and EQ, and none of the fancier stuff. That's generally what I'm used to working with in Premiere. And like even with the way that my mic sounds here, I only have what is in the Go XLR app for messing with audio, because the way that my system is all the different audio lines come together and output to my streaming computer as one line. So that way all the mixing happens on the computer that I play on, specifically because when I'm recording for videos and stuff, I don't want to have to like bring the mixer back and forth. The Go XLR doesn't give you a ton to work with, but at least it's something, and it happens before it even gets to the PC. Yeah, where's my Go XLR app? I don't even have much on here. I turned this off because it was cutting out too much. I have some tweakage on the compressor. Didn't really mess anything on the equalizer. I've played with different profiles, but what I'm using now seems to be the best option. Oh, this is a process. I kind of was hoping I'd get the majority of it done on stream, but like, I guess this whole section is not coming out over here because it doesn't really go down. What about in here? These are just like caves, so I don't think that's getting opened up. I kind of want to cut off this area. Probably will take those down. Probably will take that down. That should be it, but I don't think I'm getting it all done today. No way. There is way too much of this. Way too much. You good? Stretchy dog. Stretchy dog. So I think on Friday, I'll be back on Nardcraft, and however far I get here today, probably end up just messing with off stream. But I do feel like I am making decent progress. I have 2 months to finish. That's not awful. I do want to get it done in 1 month though. And I still have what I feel like is going to be a lot of work. Okay. After I clear this out, definitely have a bit more I need to do. I'm gonna really have to think about what else I should do though. Lots of editing. Okay. How far down does this go? Will this just open up, or do I get to... it gets down to some skulk. So we'll clear this. I guess we'll just clear this down to the skulk, since there is like a skulk stopping layer, which is kind of weird. No, I guess it's not, because this whole roof is that. Okay. So we'll just peel it back all that way then. I do feel like I should have been able to throw skull catalyst experience bottles at this thing, at the skull catalyst, and they would have spread. That would have made this so much more fun if I could have automated it, not automated it, but made it easier to break this by skulk, similar to using moss to break the deep slate. I would have preferred to have done it by skulk. I think that would have been a fun little challenge. But no, we're doing this. And we're doing it manually. And we don't have a beacon, because I don't want to bring a beacon down here. Ooh. What is it, siesta time? Yeah, it's at 3 o'clock. It's one of the problems with streaming in the afternoon is I always get this like 3 o'clock crash that drives me crazy. But I don't like... Streaming at night is too difficult because that's when Vic is done with work and I kind of want to hang out with her and do stuff at night. Maybe one day I can try and get a nighttime stream in. Although I get tired pretty early at night. I have been finding myself going to bed between like 10 and 10:30 and waking up at 6:30 these days, which is, it's like a weird earlier shift. Usually I'm 11 to 7, but I don't know why. My system has pulled back a half an hour. So much skulk. And I don't want like caffeine right now either. I feel like caffeine would make me too wired. Expanders are nice because they don't just entirely cut off the sound. When it's off though, it just raises and lowers the sound over some attack and release period, so it's not so noticeable with like an AC suddenly coming on and disappearing as the gate opens and closes. Yeah, this doesn't have anything like that, does it? Is that something like the full version that you has? Oh, I could do it on OBS. Ah, okay. Yeah, then then that would be a mess. Actually, I think I used to do it on OBS before I got the Go XLR. Before this setup, I used to do it there, but oh my gosh, it was so much more complicated. Nah, I think mine has more EQ options, but not much more. So, okay. I think if I look, OBS has like a whole bunch of noise reduction stuff. If I go to effects, filters. Yeah. Equalizer, compressor, expander, noise gate. I think I was using noise suppression when I did it before. You can basically do anything you want with OBS because you can add VST plugins to OBS to do whatever in addition to whatever comes with it. Oh, I didn't think about that. Adding other plugins to it that mess with the audio. That's pretty cool. I'm sorry I'm yawning. I don't want to be yawning. The problem today, I had some pasta for lunch, and that's never good for me. But I had a Cook Unity left over, and it was mac and cheese. It was mac and cheese, and oh my god, pasta for lunch always puts me to sleep. Usually people use free Reaper plugins for audio stuff. I'm going to make a note of that too. Because I still use it when I'm recording video. And when I'm recording video for YouTube stuff, that all happens on the same computer. So I have over here the 3 different inputs. I have my mic, I have the game chat. So if I'm talking to somebody in game, their audio gets pulled out to a separate line. And then the regular game audio is pulled out to a separate line. But no, I have never used Reaper. Never messed with it. But might be something interesting to look into for my main recording stuff. Just an audio editing software that's not super expensive, like Pro Tools or something. Oh, then I use Audition, so it's probably just if it's like software like that, then Audition is probably going to get me just as far. Because I have the full like Adobe suite with Work. That's all I've ever used for audio editing. And there's some good tools in there that I at least know how to use. You can use it free or it's $50 to buy. Is it like a simpler, easier to use program? I wonder what the difference between that and Audition really is. No clue. I might have to just look into it to see if it's easier to use overall. Stupid rain. Nobody likes the rain. Why is it raining? I want an in-game mechanic to stop the rain. I want to be able to do a rain dance in Minecraft and the rain will go away. I don't find it super easy to use, but I don't do a lot of that kind of work. So maybe it would be good for me. I don't want to break this down until the rain's gone. Okay, well, I'll be able to sleep, and then we can break that section down. Already like a little sugar. Little chocolate candy or something. Okay. Yes. Oh, wait, hold on. We should probably have this. That's just where the plugin people use with OBS come from. So I don't, oh boy. So I don't necessarily need anything more than the plugins from it then. In actuality. I don't actually have to install Reaper. I can just get the plugins. Yeah. See that? The plugin part of it is probably the thing I'm most interested in. Because if I can get my voice to sound somewhat better when recording videos, that's actually pretty cool. Okay. All the skulk goes bye-bye. Jeez. Come on. Ooh, here we go. They aren't super user-friendly, but they're way more powerful than the built-in OBS ones. And it's the same kind of general concept, though. Like compressor, equalizer, expander stuff. They're just more powerful and better, I guess. Okay, so I have that little nugget right there. Yeah, okay. Boink. Compressor, equalizer, gate are kind of the basics. See, how many... I guess technically if I wanted to have separate control on my streaming computer for my mic, I would have to have a Go XLR that has 2 routable outputs, and then I'd have to have another Go. Well, no, I would need something. How many inputs does your full Go XLR have? I would almost need like I need like a second. I need a Go XLR that had 2 outputs, so I have like the combined voice and game, and then a separate output for my voice, and then on the computer it's going into, I would need both. And then I would have a separate line on the computer it's going into for my voice that I could add that stuff to. And everything else mostly feels like some variation on that. The expander is like the reverse compressor thing. Compresses the quiet parts. I leave all the quiet parts in, right? No, I guess not. I guess I do have it a little compressed. Hold on. I need to get some chocolate to see if that wakes me up. One mic input and 7 or 8 inputs. But how many different outputs does it have? Like, so this has, hold on, how many does this have? So this has 1 line out and 1 headphone jack. The full one has 4 or 5. Are they XLR outputs? Are there 2 XLR outputs? Or they're like, I feel like the mini is the same, but not sure. The mini only has 1 line output, and it's just like a headphone jack. And that output is what I send to the other computer. I have a decently high quality headphone cable that I have going from my Go XLR on my main computer to the streaming computer. But if I had something on the other computer that had like 2 inputs that I could send, and I had something over here that had 2 outputs, that would be kind of cool. That'd be a lot. That's a lot for like the little amount of streaming I do. I like the tech stuff, but I think that might be overkill. Probably would be overkill. I just wish I could trust streaming from the computer I'm playing on, but I do too many things that risk crashing stream. Especially when I'm in creative doing stuff sometimes. So it's like, I like having a computer that does nothing but streaming. It's dedicated to just that. Okay, how far over am I going here? I didn't really think this through here. Am I taking this whole thing out? I don't know that I should. That feels excessive. 1 XLR input and then 3, then just 3mm headphone and line out ports. Wait, how many line out ports though? Is it just 1 line out port? So it is just 1. Ah, man. That's annoying. I've got that going to a splitter. See, it needs more than 1. It needs more than 1. output. So it splits into 4 different lines. See, it needs different outputs so you can route your voice to one output and something to a different output. You only use one that goes to your speaker. So you could have, well, I guess you don't need your headphones because it has a separate headphone jack. I wonder, maybe that's where the Rodecaster might be superior. But if I needed to, I could plug headphones into that and hand it to someone else. Okay, that makes sense. That having a splitter like that does have its benefits. But I need it. I want one that has different outputs for different things. Full on routing. An actual headphone output goes to your Arctic headphones. Yeah, so all I have, if I ever really need, I just have these little earbuds. The little earbuds. The old school Apple earbuds. Because I can't find any other earbuds that fit comfortably in my ears. I have weird ears, so I use those if I ever need sound. How far over are we gonna go? I haven't decided yet. This is a thing, though. That way they wouldn't hear my voice going back into their headphones. But I would still be able to hear myself talking. Wait, do you monitor your own voice when doing stuff? I am impressed with anybody who could monitor their own voice. That's very impressive. When did I switch to the Silk Touch one? I don't know when that happened. I can't do that. I cannot monitor myself. I don't know how people are able. I thought that was a shrieker for a second. That blows my mind. I feel like I would literally be going crazy if I heard myself talking while I was like streaming. I know some streamers do it, and I'm very impressed by that. There's got to be some sort of like hidden genetic ability that allows some people to do that kind of a thing. It really depends on the delay going back to your headphones. If it's fast enough, I don't really see a problem, because just like you talking normally and hearing yourself. Yeah, but no. The difference is where the sound is coming from. After so many milliseconds, though, your brain stops compensating for it. So what you're saying is it's just a matter of how long the delay is. I could not do that. And you start getting speech jammed. So if there was like very little delay, you think it would be easier to deal with? I don't know, man. Hold on. I'm just curious. I'm gonna just try it. I mean, you have a good, yeah, okay. So if I have this and I have routing, okay, I'm going to send my microphone to my headphones. Oh, God. That's awful. That is the worst thing in the world. It's so loud. I don't even know how to turn it down. Did it change how it sounds for you? Oh my. I can't believe how much it's picking up. Maybe because it's just so loud in my My ears. Oh my lord, how do I turn this down to myself? You can hear Vicky upstairs. What is going on? I can turn down the headphone level. I'm like talking quieter because it's like freaking me out. Headphones. Oh my god. Okay, but now I don't even know that it's useful. It's so weird. I do not like it at all. Because I feel like the sound of the room... Okay, there's no delay. I'll give you that. But I don't know how it's helping. And it also turned down the headphone level coming from the game. I just wanted to turn down my mic monitor. Oh, wait, hold on. So I could turn this up and I could turn that down. Oh, interesting. Very weird. So if I turn that down, that's my mic monitoring level. Or if there's a bunch of noise coming through your mic. See, but I don't know what level. So I don't know what level I'm listening at compared to you. So if I have this at 100, I hear so much noise. But this sounds so loud in my ears. But looking at it on OBS and where it's hitting, it seems to be hitting in a good spot. You just always leave it at 100, so it's the same, but I could not do that. If what I'm hearing at 70% is closer to what people are hearing on stream, that sounds pretty good to me. There's a little background hum, and I'm pretty sure that's just the fan from my computer. But it's so weird. My voice sounds so much different coming through there as well. Oh. Maybe the problem is I don't like the sound of my own voice. We're gonna turn that off. I have never gotten used to the sound of my own voice. And what my voice sounds like there, weirdly, is not what it sounds like when I'm monitoring it back in Premiere either. A lot of people just don't like hearing their own voice. I don't mind hearing my own voice when I'm editing it in Premiere, but hearing it live like that is somehow so much more cringy to me. It's a very weird sensation. I am surprised though at how you hear the fan. So what is that? I am kind of curious to know if that's the computer or the AC. I've just gotten used to doing audio stuff. That's fair. That makes sense if you get used to it over time. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn this up. And I'm gonna turn off. Oh my gosh. If I move, you hear everything. How is it so much? I'm hearing things in the mic that I don't hear with my own ears. Okay, so that is not even the AC. I have no idea what that is. That is just wild. Whatever that background noise is, I don't even understand. I would lose my mind trying to do this because I'm probably so hypersensitive to everything. I would just stop streaming. Because I don't hear all of that sound that I'm hearing there when I play back a stream. From Twitch. So something is way too over crazy with how that's happening. It almost sounds like it's not even coming from this microphone. It sounds like it's coming from my freaking webcam with how ridiculous it sounds. It's so bizarre. You just have to dial it to where it was. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I'll hear that live, so it could be interesting. Okay, so we do this. Oh God. Okay. We'll keep it at 100. I mean, I know you hear that, but see, that sounds awful to me. Sounds like I'm talking like a robot. I hate that. That just goes in and out so bad. I don't even, and that's even worse. Hello? Okay. And at that point, it's not even doing anything. It's so weird. Yeah, okay. That just sounds awful to me. That just is bad. None of it's good. Nothing is good. Nothing good is coming from this. That's why you like expanders. Oh. Ugh. I just came up with an interesting audio hypothesis. There's not really a lot of noise coming through your mic for me unless I really boost it anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I might be so hypersensitive to it. It sounds like I'm going through a wind tunnel for me when I do that. And that's like painful. And I know it doesn't sound like that when I go and play back a stream. It sounds fine. And I often, like, because I've started uploading my streams again to YouTube, I do check them to make sure they're okay. And they don't sound like that. So it's very weird. That's very weird to me. Whatever's happening there it hurts my brain. I do think it's got to be the computer fan, though. Since the AC, when I turned that off, that noise was still there. But I did think about something interesting that I could maybe route. Like, oh, well, why isn't this... So... In theory... Well, no, that wouldn't work either. There's probably a way that I could like monitor from this OBS and have a filter on it and reroute that out with an effect. And then what I would be monitoring audio wise would be that with the effect that would then be going out to the other computer. That is the only problem if my computer does crash. I do lose audio on stream, but at least I'm like, I'm still here and I can wave and say hi and stream doesn't go down. And that's fine because I don't want stream going down if my computer crashes. That's more of a pain because then it like splits the video if I don't get it back up in time, and it makes it a pain because then I have to like edit it to put it on YouTube. It's a whole sheboygan. It's a whole sheboygan. Nobody likes dealing with sheboygans. Monitoring OBS when I've played with it has given me speech jamming problems. See, but I wouldn't be monitoring it. I'd get it to work and then I wouldn't monitor it because there's no way I could monitor my own voice. I think part of the other problem is it's like where it's coming from. When you talk, it's being projected out in front of you, but having it go filtered right back into your ears, unless I was doing it for a very long period of time, I don't think I would be able to filter that out. There's just too much delay with it to listen, I feel like, with OBS. I do wonder in that case if it would desync. Does my audio, I haven't looked at this in a while, actually seem off? Like desynced because the audio is coming from my other computer and my video is actually coming from the computer I'm streaming from? Does it seem like there's a huge desync in audio and video from there? I'll make it bigger so it's easier to tell. So like if I'm talking, does it seem like my video is ahead or behind my audio? Not enough to really tell. Okay. You could try clapping. Snapping will be too hard to see. Clapping, I have a easier visual identifier. Maybe a bit off. Yeah, I mean, like if it's so not noticeable, then it's like not worth even tweaking. Close enough to be hard to tell. Yeah, yeah. I remember when I first got it set up, I did some. I don't even know if I have it. Do I still have the delay? I do actually have a delay. There is a delay that I set up of about 100 millisecond offset when I first set it up to make sure that everything looked in sync. So I did do that. I just, who knows if that drifts over time. But after record frame by frame, if you have to go that far, then I think it's good enough. I think at that point, it's probably good enough. This looks so cool. How? Okay, we're going to keep that on because that looks like garbage otherwise. Yeah, it's probably good enough. I haven't noticed it. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. Weirdly, that chocolate seems to have helped a little bit. Good cutting. Interesting. Oh, I can't wait for them to announce Minecraft Live. I want to know when the next one is. I want to know when the next Minecraft Live is so I could make sure to schedule time off in my schedule that I don't have right now because I'm not working because of the strike to make sure that I'm here to watch it. I think last Minecraft Live, I ended up no Minecraft Snapchat this week. I did see that. It's been a bit since they've made a substantial one, right? Did they had one last week, but it was like just the like banning skins and username nonsense and the little adjustments to the hitboxes. It wasn't anything huge. I feel like it will probably be fairly slow for a bit with that. I don't know. Yeah, last week was just reporting stuff. It did seem like a few hitbox changes made some issues in certain farms, but nothing like super catastrophic. Okay, because I'm here and I'm paying attention to this, we're going to actually get this one with the silk one. Nice, 3 vein. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I mean that one's interesting, and it now makes sense because Nembomb had posted a tweet with a poll a while ago that was like, how many blocks do you have to pillar up to escape from an Enderman? And most people got it wrong, and it was a good hint at what they were working on when he posted that. And it is crazy because, like, yeah, you think you would need to pillar up 3 blocks, not a block and a half to escape an Enderman. And now they have that working right. So I think it's good. Yeah, it makes it so much more intuitive. It's anything that makes it more intuitive, I think, is a great step forward. It's very interesting the things they have Nembomb working on like that, though. And the little hints that he could drop. Makes me question if the picture with the camels and the sand in the background was a bigger hint than he ended up leading on. But I really hope not. I really hope that the idea of sand layers is not how they end up making sand renewable. I think that would be absolutely horrendous. So I'm really hoping that's not the direction they go with. I think that would be bad. I think they need to add a spawning box to desert pyramids, similar to a witch hut, and husks will spawn in there under the right conditions, and you just make a sand farm from husks and a desert pyramid. End of story. Cool, simple, fun. Not some goofy sand layers growing in the desert over time nonsense. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Although it would be weird, like how a farm would even work conceptually with that. I don't even know. I guess you'd have to have like an observer. No. Yes? An observer, and every time it like detected a change, you would kind of mark it down, and after a certain amount of time and changes, you'd know you'd have a full block, and then you could piston push it over the edge of something that would break it into an item, maybe. But the problem is if you get a double tick in change, then the observer might not detect it, and therefore breaking it, which is a pain in the butt. Yeah, I don't think sand layers growing in the desert is going to be the way to go. I really hope they don't do that. That would be bad. Unless the only way that would work, and I'd be okay with it, is if it didn't need to be exposed to the sky. But I don't really know how that would work. But if you had a note block like this, but underneath here, well, no, that wouldn't be right either. Because every time a layer got placed with a note block change, that I don't actually know. I could probably test that in creative with snow layers. Okay, what is this looking like? It's looking like crap because it's really rainy out. I feel like I need to like actually do something to make this look good here. Like gradually bring this down somehow. Oh God. I can't believe I haven't set off another Warden yet. That is surprising. Zoop. So I guess what we'll do is we'll do like a little bit of a staircase-ish. Ow. And pull this back. Yeah, this is not going to be great. I mean, I could take the whole thing down, but I'm not feeling like that's the solution here. Push this back further, push that back further, push this all back further, push that back further, give myself some room, like terraforming the edges of this thing. Push that back. Yeah, I gotta go pretty darn far down. So let's give me even more room up here. Coming off of this. Terraforming with deep slate is not something I would recommend ever doing. Okay. Then we'll pull this over. And then where is the skulk? If I go and break this, where's the skulk? Is there skulk? No, this is just all opened. Interesting. Although, maybe that's good. Maybe if we do that, it feels more... I mean, not quite natural, but kind of cool. I I don't want this to be too staircasey. Oh god, it's getting dark. I need to sleep before the bad things come out. Sleep, 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 sleep. Great. Okay. And then we need to push it all back further, I guess, right? Well, at least over here for sure. I probably did way more than I should have. I wasn't sure how close I was to the wall, but now that I've done it, I'm realizing like I might have gone overboard. Okay. If I'm trying to get like a step down thing, I definitely went a bit overboard with how much I removed. Clear that. Clear all this. Very good. Very good. I think we'll get rid of that skulk there. Ugh, I really don't want this to feel like just a weird drop off, but it's happening in a weird way. Let's clear this back, clear that back. Clear it all back further. Come on down this way. I mean, it's kind of interesting. If I do this, like that, it's kind of not awful. It's a little bit more dynamic. That kind of actually looks a little natural. I think maybe like, where is it weird? There's one spot that, right here, right here, right here, behind me. That felt a little weird. That feels better. Let's get rid of all that. That's not bad. Okay, that feels good. That kind of feels like naturally carved out terrain. I don't know why I'm trying to make it natural in a giant rectangle pit, but I am. So that right there is good. Did I grab my bed? No, I need my bed again. So I guess this side right here is next. How does all of this look? That looks pretty good. This one's gonna be weird because I think what we need to do is kind of carve it like this ish, probably. Yeah, probably the best way to do it. There is something over there that needs to get dealt with real quick. Back over here. Where is it? I don't want to get too close because I don't want to trigger it until I know. There it is. Got it rid of. Goodbye. Okay. That was good. So I don't know why I have all of this crap in my inventory. Let's go to this, this. Get rid of that. I think that's good. Got plenty of rockets. And where is the one in here that we need to get rid of? Somewhere over here is one that I don't like? Is it in one of these wool things? No. It's over here. No. I don't know where it is. Well, let's get rid of some of this. Send you a pic of what I'm trying to do to move the logs away now. Think it works. Just no clue what I want to do with the stone generation moss now. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay, hold on. Oh god. I don't know what one I hit. Super annoying. There's a horse. There's a bunch of horses. Why are there so many horses stuck on the mountain range? Zoop. Okay, let me take a look. Wait, hold on. Have you tested to see if a tree will grow there with those sticky pistons that are on the right? I think those sticky pistons, it will? What? How? I need to test that. How do I test this? Oh, I gotta let that save. Oh my god, that's gonna take forever to save. Can I launch this or is it gonna yell at me? Stupid. Then, okay, hold on. Whoa. Clearly I was in the middle of testing something here. So let's do it this way. So it's just the blocks directly around it and the... Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Clear all this crap. I don't know why there's a whole tree here. Get rid of all this. I'm very curious. It's interesting what you're doing there. You might be onto something. Okay. So which sides? I don't remember what side's what. Very directional though. Okay, so I don't have any of those things on here, do I? Okay, so let's just see here. Just for fun. If we have that, like that. And we have these guys. Okay, so they don't grow there. How about this side? Which way are you facing? North? The north sapling is the right block, furthest from the dispenser. The north sapling is the right block, furthest from the dispenser. So in front, is that another with the sponsoring injuries? Where did you get that? Did you make that? Okay, hold on. Interesting. Okay, so it's these are bad. Nothing can be there. Okay, so stuff can be there. Stuff can be there. So you have... So nothing can be there. Or wait, can something be there? Okay, guess something could be there. See, you've done more prep research than I ever did. Probably could have made mine a little bit more simple if I did do that, but I did not. Okay. And you're saying, can something be here? And just centered around the northwest sapling. Let's do this. What? Seriously. Multiples in a row with ground leaves. I hate you so much. I should do this with glass blocks or something. It is interesting what you have going on here. I don't know how I feel about how you push those. You push them up the side of the tree, and then it's an interesting concept to use. Is that a double piston extender? Oh, I guess you don't... Do you not need a double piston extender in that case? Because it just overwrites it as you go? So, yeah, because it doesn't care about the logs being in the spawning boundary. So, why then are you pushing two at a time? Why not just push the one out of the way? Oh, because two go up at a time. Right, because you send two up. You send two up because two grows sideways, or life is hard. Yeah. That's very interesting. I don't know how you're going to deal with the leaves, though. How do you deal with the leaves around it? You don't know yet. Okay. When a leaf block is placed, does it trigger this? It does. I wonder when a leaf block is grown, does it get triggered? Redstone lamp. Does this go off? I'm just looking with an observer at the puzzle from the bottom. So there's no observer face exposed then, so that doesn't matter. Interesting. Interesting. Part of me, I'm just looking for, part of me wants to ignore the leaves, but I don't know how much of a performance hit it'd be to wait for them to despawn on their own since they won't be touching a log. Right. I think you have to get rid of the leaves. What I'm curious about is, so you have, in theory, you have this mechanism over here that is sending the minecart back and forth. Rail. Did that just grow naturally? That totally just grew naturally. Okay. So if that's going back and forth and you're inside that, so you're doing doot, 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 and then bone meal. What happens if you're inside it and the leaf gets placed there? Can you can't. Okay, you can't place anything. So you would have to prevent that from going over your head. I was only able to place it because it was from the side. Because that's going to be weird if a leaf ends up there. Would that stop you? It doesn't seem to stop you, but then you'd have to wait for the leaf to despawn. And if a flying machine were going by you and you were in survival, you take damage if that's going past you. Do you take damage if there's a leaf there? No. Leaf doesn't. You'd have to still wait for it to despawn. Based on your box, you can't have something here, right? No. See, I don't know how you deal with that leaf, though. Well, could you have something here and here? Interesting. So you can't have these here and here either. Get rid of these and it grows. Okay. And I'm guessing here and here are no-nos. I think the biggest thing is how do you get rid of the leaves that go in your head over here? Okay, if there's just one there. If there's one there, you could use a double piston extender. What if there's one on the other side? Can't come from that side, huh? So in theory, you could use a double piston extender, but you take damage every time it triggered. But you could have a beacon nearby to keep you from dying. But you could use a double piston extender. And then what kind of shape does this leave you with? So if you kept it that tight, and you could keep a double piston extender pretty tight on this side, you could, in theory, do sweepers. If something's there, does it grow? Does it know outside of that? Does it care? No. So you could do a sweeper like there, and then however far it grows this way. So I guess is another question. How far does it grow? Your internet went down? I'm playing with this. Just curious. Guess you've got network issues. So what I was messing with was what happens if a leaf grows there. Obviously, you won't be able to plant anything, and you would have to wait for that leaf to despawn to plant again. So I was trying to think like, oh, well, what if you had this on either side to crush the leaves there? Can't do that. You can only have the one here. So you could use a double piston extender to get rid of the leaves on this side. You take a little bit of damage when it shot out, but if you had a beacon nearby, it would heal you. But this could get the leaves over your head so you could place more. Guess you could put it behind you. Might be annoying. So I'm trying to keep it tight because if you did want to go with... Oh, it totally goes all the way out here. That's pretty nice. Because you could, in theory, do the flying machine method if you keep it tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And sweep the leaves with just a quick flying machine underneath on either side. So if you had a double piston extender here, and you still had your whole contraption here. I just put this because I was curious to see if that would do anything. Could do that. How far out does it go? So let's say from here. Yeah, so I was just trying to keep it tight to the tree, more so to figure out if you did do a flying machine system, how that would work. On my other version, I just had trapdoors above the head, but I didn't have the minecart on the north side. But I didn't have the minecart on the north side of the west side. So yeah, that's the only problem with where the minecart is here. Because you can't have anything over your head here. right? If you put trap doors here and here, this wouldn't grow, right? So I don't know why my server does that. Yeah, these won't grow. Yeah, exactly. So that's why like you'd need a double piston extender to break it. So if I do this, how far out goes that way? Just curious. Out of enough of these, how far does the podzol spread? Like what's the radius? Have you done tests to see what the actual spread radius of podzol is? Not that I plan on redoing my thing, but you've presented an interesting idea. Isn't the radius in the pic? Is that the radius? It looks like it goes further than that. Or is the bounding box around the tree on the right the radius? Everything that is podzol is what can be converted to podzol. I see. I want to get a idea of that over here. Until it doesn't spread to the border, that at least tells me. I'm just trying to get an idea visually here. That means there's a lot more you can do. Okay. Oh, over here. Does it matter where you bone meal it from? 6 away on one side, 5 away on the other. 6 away, let's... And that's where the double piston extender would very much so come into play. 6 away on one side, 5 away on the other. So if it's here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this row should never be converted then. 6 away on south, 6 away on south and east sides. So this is the east side. And this is south, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That makes sense. And then 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's looking good. So would this also be 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So annoying that it's not symmetrical. Okay, so if I do this, so you would have a flying machine that would go 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. That's unfortunate. And, well, yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those would be flying machines then. Actually, what about the leaf creation? Well, I guess you would need the flying machines. You could use the flying machines to also clear out the moss if you wanted to. This is directly next to it. This is too wet. Yeah, it makes more sense to do that on this side, huh? Yeah, double piston extender. I could try my current method and just run it faster, but it'd be nice to get 11 columns of block instead of 4 or 5. Yeah, especially with you being able to convert so much more. I'd be curious to see how far you could push this. Okay, I should call it though. I'm curious to see where you go with this. Flying machines and piston pushers and converting this much moss. You have converting from this side, pushing in from this side, and then the whole thing gets pushed out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you wouldn't want to go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So at no point 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Interesting. So it's 13. Well, I guess how far across is it actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it always 13 across? It's gonna be, right? Because it's 6 and 5. And then the 2 in the middle. So no matter which way you're facing, it's always 13. So it's too far to even piston push the whole platform. Unfortunately. You'd have to sacrifice somewhere. I'll be curious to see where you go with this, though. I'll be very curious to see where you go with this. I do like the idea of you pushing the column of stuff up there. Yeah, in my V1 design, I've just converted 12 blocks on each side at a time, so max 24 blocks in a loop. That makes sense. That makes sense. I really like that you're pushing the logs up and away from that one side. That is a lot nicer than my flying machine pushing the logs out over here. Definitely a lot nicer than this. I would remove an entire flying machine if I did that. That's definitely superior to exploding the top. Get to keep the logs, and I think it's faster. Well, I'm going to call it. Good luck. I'll be curious to see if you've made any more progress when I'm back on Friday with that. I definitely think flying machines would be good on either side to kill the leaves, because it's going to take way too long to let them decay on their own. And it's just faster than having to deal with water to clear out the stuff on top of the moss too. Okay, I will catch you Friday.